Your grid is a perfect vibrational match to what you are offering vibrationally. Now you know about your grid. Now we have to explain to you that everything that comes to you is a perfect vibrational match to that grid. In other words, nothing ever comes that is outside of it. For many of you, because you have really not thought so much about having a vibrational point of attraction, when things fill in that point of attraction, when your grid fills in with the evidence of its vibrational frequency, it feels to you sometimes like it is being done to you. It feels like it's happening to you, like it's being asserted at you. But this is an attraction-based universe. There is no assertion and there is no exclusion. You can't look at what you don't want and shout no at it, because when you shout no, it's the equivalent of saying yes to the thing you don't want. Come to me, this thing I do not want. No, 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 no. So Esther and friends, all of these nice Hay House friends and the dear ones that she brought with her from the States, they're coming over from Sydney, and they're at the airport in Sydney, getting ready to come and see you. And Esther remembered from being here before that her carry-on bag was a problem. She didn't want it to be a problem, but she remembered it had been. And since everything that is precious to her is in that carry-on bag, she wanted to make sure that it wasn't overweight and that it wasn't too big to go in the overhead. And so she spent some time fussing over it this morning, creating a grid about it. So she fussed about it and moved things from here to there and here to there and picked it up and put it down and fussed about it and told Barbara, you know, last time this was a problem. Don't be hard on her. She's only human like you. And so she got things situated the way she thought they should be and was standing in a sort of stance of readiness because she knew that she had prepared her bag. It should be just right, no matter how picky these Australians were going to be about it. And so she put her bag through the conveyor belt, along with her handbag, along with her shoes, which beeped when she went through the sensor. And as she came through, a very formerly nice-seeming man had her purse. Not her bag, her purse. And Esther thought, how odd, that simple little purse that I've carried through thousands of airports. And he instructed her that he was going to look into the contents of her bag and she was not to touch it. And so she stood back from it, and he took out her little makeup bag and dumped it into the tray. And things sort of went here and there and here and there, and in it was a very small pair of the most clever little scissors that are about that long, that fold into themselves. Now, apparently you know how terrible that could be. Esther could nip nose hairs off of someone with those scissors. She could. And because those scissors are precious to her, when he said he was going to keep them, she said, no, you cannot. And so he explained to her then that she could put the scissors back into that carry-on bag and it could be taken away from her. And Esther thought, damn you, grid. You have found a way of fulfilling my vibrational reality. You are giving me exactly what I've been vibrating, but I didn't see it coming in that way. In other words, the universe is very clever about giving you exactly what you are vibrating through the path of least resistance. And those scissors were the path of least resistance in order to give Esther exactly what she had been expecting, although she did not want it. So when we say to you, you create your own reality, Esther, in the past, and maybe you too, has argued a bit about that. Why would I create things that I do not want? There must be something else that is going on. And we say, really, you create your own reality. You create it through the thoughts that you offer, through the thoughts that you practice, through the vibration that becomes steady, and the universal response to that vibration is unerring. So it's a nice thing. Esther laughed, because you should see the preparation that they've made in bringing their equipment. It was a lot of equipment. They built a whole new system that they could get in small bags. Emails have been going back and forth. All kinds of planning for months and months and months to get here with exactly what they needed in order to give you the perfect presentation. And the only thing that held anything up in all of those thousands and thousands and thousands of miles that they have flown, and all of the carnets that they have documented, and all of the equipment that they have gathered, the only thing that went wrong was Esther's tiny little manifestation of a bugaboo that is in her vibrational craw that she didn't bother to clean up before she got here. We'll see how it works next time. She explained to the very nice man, but you see, these scissors have been in my purse for international flight after international flight. I fly 40 cities a year, back and forth. You know how convincing she was. He stood and looked at her and he said, "Lady, all I can say is you've been very, very lucky." And Esther thought, yep, that's me. And so, isn't it nice when something manifests that is a perfect vibrational match to what's been going on? Don't you think it's worthwhile to have an experience and acknowledge, oh yeah, I recognize all of that. This wasn't something that came out of the blue. Sometimes it comes out of the oblivious, but this didn't even come out of the oblivious. You create your own reality, and you do it thought by thought, sentence by sentence, observation by observation, experience by experience. The nice thing is, you have in every moment guidance that is letting you know. We are eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. Surely nothing can be more important than tiny little scissors in the carry-on bag. But we are eager to talk with you. There is nothing off limits. And it is our expectation that together, and this is our favorite part of being with you, together we'll take thought beyond that which it has been before. We will certainly go into new places. We will certainly clarify things that you've been wondering about. We will certainly help you to achieve vibrational alignment with who you really are. It is our knowing that your vibration is already moving upward just in listening to these truths that you already know. There is nothing that we have spoken or that we will speak that is out of alignment with everything you know from inside your vortex. So as you hear us and ponder it and consider it and listen to it, your vibrational frequency will begin to move in the direction of it. And it is our knowing that you will feel the resonance of that which is truly who you are. And that's the best part of a gathering like this. You come together as individuals, loving one another, knowing one another, or maybe not. But you come together in a gathering like this, having the opportunity, if you will reach just a little bit, for alignment with who you really are. And we want you to understand that as you are moving forward in the life experience that is before you, that's the only thing that is important for you to understand. You have a vibrational partnership that is preceding you. You have launched the rockets, and the source within you holds steady those vibrations. And as you feel your way into alignment with all that you are, that's where your joyous expansion comes from. But whether it is joyful or not, expansion is certainly happening in this experience that you are living. The basis of your experience is absolute freedom. You are so free you can choose bondage. If your objective is joy, now you're right on track, because the expansion or the growth is inevitable no matter what. This is our way of saying to you, you cannot get it wrong. And we also want to remind you that you cannot get it done. You will never be finished. None of us are ever finished with the expansion that is us. So, what do you want to talk about? You've come with some things. It's going to be a very good night. Start right here. Stand if you think it's you. You are the one. Wait, further back. Yes.